it working? I don't know if it's working or not, but it should. Ah, it works, but the screen is a bit off. Wait, let me fix that. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Where's my... Where is my Genshin thing? See, this is why I should always... I'm not prepared. Here, this is it. Be right back. I'm kidding, I need to fix this here. Okay. Oh god, I don't think I'm doing this right. Maybe. Give me 2 seconds.
Huh.
You know what?
Good roll.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
You know, there we go. Aha! I fixed it. I mean, I managed to do it. I'm not sure if the game audio is a bit low, so oh, yeah, Jesus Christ, my game just shut down for some reason. Wait, I'm gonna put this up a bit, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I don't know why, but Genshin suddenly just decided to shut down. So yeah. Anyways, as the title says, I'm going to continue the Fontaine Archon quest because I really haven't done a lot of that, and on this Saturday I didn't actually finish. I mean, I didn't finish what I was supposed to do. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. But first, let me get some primer gems so I can... What is going on? Okay, snap. Nice. Okay. But first, I'm gonna do my commissions. I need those primer gems.
Take it easy.
Oh yeah, I was... Yeah. That's... Look. So, if I do finish the Archon quest in like 3 days, I'm gonna be building Linny. You might be wondering why. This is why. See? I mean, this isn't that bad, I guess you could say, but I also need to level up his talents. But that's not it. Guess what? I have Al-Haytham, 112, level 50, but I also have his signature weapon. So yeah, he has just been sitting here and rotting away. And guess what? My other 5-star, Nuvelette, level 40 as 40 ascended. And then I have him at 211. So yeah, I'm not doing my characters any justice. So, to make up for it, I'm gonna stream and also like try to build all of my characters and see if my willpower can hold out. Oh yeah, not to mention, I mean, yeah, she's pretty okay built, I guess. Compared to everyone else I have, she's pretty good. I have 66 to 173, that's not that bad, but initially I would rather want 200 at least. And then I need a lot more energy recharge, Preferably 170. At least. I need at least 170 or 160. I guess that works too. And then I have Hu Tao. I guess she isn't that bad, but yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to build her better. Not only that, guess what? I don't even have an artifact. I have 2-piece Witch of Flames and 2-piece Shimenawa. I heard that it still works good, but I wouldn't use this so much. I would rather use Crimson Witch of Flames, like 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also need to level up Xingqiu. I'm pretty happy because he's D6 already. I just need to level these two up. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about Xingqiu. Oh yeah, I also need to rebuild my Zhongli because I don't really know what I was trying to go after with my Zhongli. But yeah, he's not that good build, whatever I was trying to do. He barely does any damage. Jesus Christ. Do I not need... Oh, I don't need to get... That works.
Busted.
Yeah! Oh, I hear my sister coming home. It's supposed to be something, but I'm not sure what it is. I just hope she doesn't burn down the entire house. Here we go. Calm down, calm down. There's supposed to be a healing shell that for some reason just notices me. There it comes. Here he comes.
Quietly now.
I hate this mission so much. It's so time. I'm a lazy person. I don't like to.
Gotcha.
Spend a lot of time until no. No.
Solidify!
Nope. I want to hit this. There we go. Can I pass through the pillar? Oh, what is happening?
Busted. Take it easy.
Why did it start moving? Wait, hit it.
No. Really?
Why did it start moving? Wait, no. Glitch yourself.
Quietly now.
Move. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That has to burn first. Ah, my bad, my bad. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna play any other games except Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, and of course Spider-Man, till after Christmas, because after Christmas I would have gotten my new microphone, which then I'm gonna start playing a horror game. Depending, I don't know which one though, because I need to find one first. Oh. My cousin house now.
Gotcha. Higher, pants on fire.
Here we go. That was easy. That's how I like my commissions. 3 seconds in, done, finish. Of course, as you saw, that damage wasn't really good. That could be because my level, my Dragon's Bane is like level 60. I do have the signature weapon for Yelan as well, so not having 200 crit damage is kind of sad. But that's how it is. Oh, and I have Raiden, or A, however you want to call her. Yeah, she's pretty decent. I need to get this to 150 and 250 here. But that's pretty much it. Maybe if I have enough timer gems, I will pull for Engulfing Lightning when she comes out. I'm not gonna wail. I'm not gonna wail on her. Wait a minute. Oh, I already claimed it too. Okay, never mind. I thought my welcome didn't give it. Also, yes, I'm not free to play, but I'm not exactly.
Stabilize.
I'm just a low spender. A low spender. I haven't bought any gems or what is it called? Crystals. Yeah, let's call it crystals. 100. 1,300. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'll just pull one time and skip. Oh, that scared me. I don't know, I have a gambling addiction. I know it's bad to just, you know, do one single thing and then like cry about it later. But it's a gambling addiction. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh, a world request. Hell no. I'm gonna finish my commissions first. Demo. Ah, that's fine. I still don't understand how people can get like 100,000. I mean, not 100,000. 100% of all regions. You're either very determined or you have no life. I don't understand. I mean, maybe, and just maybe, I will try to get 100% region. Because why not, right? I'm a no life. Barely got out of my house. Okay, I'm done now, right? I almost have capped resin. Is there anything new today to level up my characters? Monday, Thursday, Sunday. No, that's tomorrow. I don't really care. Yeah, I also need to build Ayaka. I forgot about her. 70 Minoma Kageuchi artifacts, 2-piece Blizzard, and 2-piece Heart of Depth. Don't ask. I need to level this. Oh wait, I can level it up. What is this? Is this from Azdaha? Wait, why did I fight Azdaha? Did I need it for someone? I think I need it for Yelan. I don't remember though. And most importantly, I need to fight. Oh yeah, I need to do a pep as well. I forgot. Oh my god, there's so much to do. Right before Furina comes out as well. And yes, I will try to pull for Furina on stream. But don't expect much. You wanna know why? I will have like 110 pull with what's my pity at? It's over 60, I'm pretty sure. It is 60, 65, 63. Yeah. So 110 pull and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my 5-star already. So don't expect anything. The only thing you could expect is me losing my 5-star because as you saw I got Nouvelette on accident. I got Nouvelette on accident while I was, what was the last man? I think I was just pulling to build up pity. In other words, my gambling addiction. And I accidentally got Ryosley. No, I mean Nouvelette, what am I saying? So I'm on a 50-50. So you could expect me. Haha, pigeons. So you could expect me to lose my 50-50. But nah, my luck has never failed me, and it's not gonna fail me the day Furina comes out. Now let's continue the Archon quest, which was the main reason for why I did this today's stream. I already talked to my sister, so she won't barge into my room, and I won't have any visits today, unless someone just decides to walk in, which isn't my sister but my mom.
Take it easy.
My mum. Also, for like after Christmas, use perception skill. What? What's this?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're
Oh yeah, I
investigating
need
the
to
case.
turn this up. I'll turn it up after this.
Were you always guarding?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
My model keeps bugging out. I don't know if it's because of the lighting I have in my room, so my webcam can't see my face
So,
correctly.
the missing girl couldn't have left from
But,
here.
oh well,
at least,
there's nothing I
not
can do
from that
about
point
that.
on. I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure?
Hey, my blinking works and my
Well,
mouth is moving.
Because I was in charge of security
Kudos
near
to
the
that.
entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame.
I need to
Just
check
my
this
luck.
through my phone,
But
of
still,
course.
I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, you guys could
So,
barely hear me
it's
on
safe to
stream,
say the
but
girl
it's not
couldn't have left
because
you here.
I am directly in front of the mic. But guess what?
Thank you for your help.
It barely
This'll be
picks up
useful
any
info.
sound, so that's why I ordered a new one for Christmas. It is the Rode NT USB Mic Mini. I have no clue if it's any good, but still. Oh yeah, during this I had a talk with Navia. So that's pretty cool. The only reason I talked to her before I did the stream was because I thought I had to find a way to come out. I need to talk to them.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Okay. Cool.
Lenny's still talking to
Wait,
the guards.
I was trying to
think
talk to
someone-
Molly. I can't talk to Molly? I
Lenny's
can.
still talking to the guards.
Oh,
I
I
think
can.
someone.
Okay. Never mind then. Figure out some clues. Am I supposed to talk to them? I can't talk to them, okay? I'm completely lost here. What am I supposed to... Oh, I can sit. Jesus Christ, what am I supposed to do? Oh, these guys. Yeah, Quinton. Quinton?
The investigation team
Quinton.
has some new findings.
Quinton. Yeah,
Turns out
Quinton.
there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns
What's
out
this? Oh, this is my evidence in like the dialogues? Okay, okay.
seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
So it's
In
a
other
kidnapping.
words,
It was a
Lenny
planned
knew who'd
kidnapping.
be sitting where from the very
I
beginning.
said so in my
That
in
much
the other
checks out.
fuck, what was
Lenny
it?
reserved our seats for us
I said it
too.
before in my earlier
Let you see
streams.
why I was saying
Oh
it'd
yeah,
be tough
this is
to
how
make a case
kidnap
for
goes.
Lenny.
And I was completely right. She got kidnapped and was replaced
Even
by
though
the
it's bad for
assistant,
Lenny's
which
case,
he got killed by.
Paimon had better write it down.
I don't know. I saw on TikTok he was like cleared out of his name, but I don't know how he got to that. So, wait, that was an 8? I've done that. Am I supposed to go here? Am I? Oh, I am. More ice? More ice?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
Cool.
The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce
What do
the
you guys
missing
think
woman's
about my new
identity by
games
checking
in
the guest
overlay?
list.
I thought it was like.
Sure,
I guess
it's not like this is
wouldn't
confidential
exactly
information.
need it,
We will
but I
publish
just
it later
found it and
anyway
it was
when we
free, so
petition
why
the
not?
public to help
If
us
you guys
find the
want to
missing
find one,
person.
I'll just look through the
Her name is
it's
Halsey.
not mine.
She's a
I found
painter
it
from
on-
Fontaine
it's
who's made a
free,
bit of a
okay?
name for herself.
Support the creator.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members
Why
all
would you
claim
go
not to
to a
know her.
magic
We
show
have
to
looked into her
relieve some
social
stress?
connections.
Just stay at home.
It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the
I
suspects.
don't know. Maybe that's
Simply
that's
put,
how I personally
she wasn't
would
related to the
relieve
Magic
my
Troop at
stress,
all,
But if you need
which
to come to
matches
an
the features
opera
of the
house
previous
to see a
serial
magic show, then that's
disappearances.
on you, I guess.
Hmm.
But look at
Were
what
the victims of
what
previous
happened. You
cases
got
also
kidnapped.
chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range,
Whoa.
there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know.
No
all
need to
this.
be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom.
Man. Okay.
We've checked everything of
Ask
note
how
here at the
Lynn
performance
is doing
venue.
on his end. Okay.
Paimon
Oh, I'm
wonders
back
how
to my
Lenny's
own
discussion
characters.
with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting...
Understood. Then I will be going with you.
Just
so you're aware, I will be monitoring your
your
actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good.
I should
Thanks for
start
being
repeating
so
words.
agreeable.
Sorry, my bad.
I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. Oh.
You've arrived.
There's Namia.
Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
She's what? I'm Spina di
Sorry,
Rosulia?
I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
More the merrier,
New
has to say.
helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I
Maybe if
appreciate your
fix
kind
my-
interest.
Maybe I can
Come
use
with
my
me.
headset microphone.
We'll be heading below stage.
The only reason I'm not using it is because it kinda sounds ass, but if you guys can't hear me at all, that doesn't really help.
Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
I don't know. It's a box. Or, I don't know. What is it?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
What?
Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same?
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice
How the
anything.
fuck would you notice that?
Very
Okay, the
good
balloons,
indeed.
the balloons one.
I thought you might not
understand
be able
you
to
can-
catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
Yeah.
The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone,
Oh, I
replaced
thought
by a
they
smooth
meant like the
wooden board.
doors.
So, if
But it
you
meant
put
this-
two and two
this thing, but
together,
the
what
inside
do
of
you
it.
get?
Wait, does that mean there's a box inside a box?
Exactly.
What?
All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And this passage linked to the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place.
Wait, what
The
happened?
two
I didn't
magic
read.
boxes are
So
positioned
he
right
went
above the two
underground and then
entrances of
came
the
out.
tunnel.
Oh, so it's like in real life.
See this flatbed
I'm
trolley?
pretty sure.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see.
Oh,
So that's the
I
purpose of the
understand
box
now.
inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Oh, I see. But that begs the question,
Once
how
the
did the
box was
assistant come
lowered,
in?
the trolley would
Hmm?
store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
A recording?
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing
Wins
than the
benefit.
last!
I hate them.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on
my
the trolley
feet
could finish
I
ascending.
need to go to the gym
And then
tomorrow.
I walk out of
I've
the
been
other box
sick
in the
for, like,
audience area, and the
since the
trick would be
weekend, and
complete.
I haven't had the time
The
to go to
operative
gym
word
yet.
here being would.
Oh, I need to go
But
tomorrow.
as you saw, Cal was in
Perfect.
the box,
It's
not
perfect
our
because I don't
audience
even
member.
have a stream scheduled for
She,
tomorrow.
on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And
You guys
yet,
should-
to think that
whatever.
someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course, no need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Who knows? You may.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Lena gave it detailed. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna read that. On stage magic, but yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna read that. I don't even remember what we've talked about here. Oh my god, there's so many things to check. Okay, examine ladder. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Examine this. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
There we go. Oh god. Okay, I need to fix my model. 1 second here. Need to move it down a bit. There we go. That should be fine. And back to Genshin. Okay. Investigate.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
What does that mean? Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing.
Did her glasses
Krena doesn't want to
change?
be a detective anymore.
The young lady's clothes. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what to think anymore at this point. Investigate this.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
What trick? We haven't seen. Oh.
Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
I'm gonna need to buy a Boomon for not Christmas. For I don't know, my birthday maybe? That isn't until July though. Have I researched every part of this game? Yeah, doesn't matter. Event? Now that's interesting.
What is this place?
Looks
It
like
seems
event.
someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Okay, now it just feels like I'm getting evidence on why Linny is the culprit. Am I done? I should be. Oh.
Yes. Let's head back up.
No, that's not what that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Climb. Climb.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. It seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Wait, bro.
Apologies for the wait, mademoiselle.
Choking on my own spit.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Ah, you guys can see my smile.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
Yeah.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House.
Shit,
During
I
the
do not know
proceedings,
anything
the Chief
about lawyer
Justice and the
stuff.
oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision.
Is the Chief Justice
This too
Novelette?
will be used by the
I'm
Oratrice as a
guessing it's
reference.
Novelette.
Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
Oh, so the
Yes,
Chief Justice
the
is
guards
Novelette.
also asked me to
Novelette.
convey that
Or
none of us will be
you have
allowed
to
to
say it
leave
like
this
very
place
French.
before the trial.
Novelette.
Because
I'm
we've
not
chosen
trying-
to
I'm
act
not
as the
trying to
twins'
be
proxies.
racist or anything,
That
okay?
makes us persons related to the case.
Just saying it out. Just putting it out there.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information
But
about
the
the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Oh my god, Paimon.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Nah, that's fine.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh.
Paimon.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Just Paimon being Paimon.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
I don't know. Navia doesn't seem
Understood,
French to
mademoiselle.
me. I mean,
Everyone,
yeah,
please
French.
come with me.
She seems more British. British. I don't know, the way she talks about snacks and tea.
Wait, you're
I mean, I
carrying
guess
a portable
British
stove
people
with you?
prefer cookies and tea.
Yes, I
But
must be
cookies
prepared to meet the
can
demoiselle's
go
baking
into
needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Snacks, right? Yes, it can.
I have eggs, sugar,
I mean,
and
it's a
almonds at the
sweet.
ready.
Yeah, she was talking about sweets and tea. That's
Good work,
basically
you
the
two.
same thing.
Then I'll get to it.
Yeah,
Please
British.
sit tight for a moment.
Navia's British.
You'll get to taste my
You can
awesome
see her
snacks
because she has
soon
blonde
enough.
hair as well.
These three
No French
are
people have
quite
long
the
hair.
interesting group.
I'm pretty sure at least. Must be the Spina de Rosula thing? Ugh, I cannot pronounce that.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
Oh, that's making me
Paimon
hungry.
can't stop drooling.
Thankfully,
From
my
the way
sister
you
is
had these
actually
two guys
baking
carrying all
something,
that
so I
stuff
hope
around,
it's
Paimon
good
thought you'd have them
and
do more
edible.
during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
Oh god.
And
hear
I
someone
was
come up
giving
the stairs, it
encouraging
might be
smiles.
My friend. You know what?
I
No,
was just thinking,
it's
aren't
not.
you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere
I'm
that
gonna put
fancy
down the
ladies
sound.
can only
I'm gonna
read
put down the
books,
sound
sip
on my
tea,
phone
ride
because I
horses,
don't know
and
why
play the
Paimon is
piano.
talking so loud.
I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also
Is
need
it?
to beat them to just the right consistency.
Okay, in that case,
or your
I'm gonna try it
macarons
as
will
well.
crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
I actually need to
three?
learn how to cook though and bake because I may
Well,
or may not
eating
be
too many
failing
sweet
home
treats might
economics.
send all that sugar
and
to your head.
that's not very good.
You wouldn't
because
be
if
able
I'm
to
going
think
to live
clearly
alone, I
about the
need to learn
case
how to
on a
cook as
sugar
well.
rush, would you?
You know,
Tea is
so
ready to
I
be served
actually
as well.
can
This
live.
is demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a
I mean,
floral
I could
fragrance
make
that
some
clears
like
the mind and
noodles
lifts the
and
spirit.
eggs, and I can make an okay
No
rice.
need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of
this
a secret chamber.
chamber.
However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So
The
apart
flower
from the
vase
twins,
and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
who's Halsey?
resulting in the shattering of the vase,
the
the
girl?
discarding of
Is
her
she
clothes,
Halsey?
and her abduction. Perhaps the
I'm not
criminal
sure
thought
who
that
is
since she was
who.
chosen from the crowd,
God
she would be
damn
too
it.
easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
I still don't understand
That
why
makes
she has
sense,
no clothes
but
on.
the real trouble is...
Does she still have no clothes on? Who knows?
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing
water.
girl,
Perfect.
Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
Oh, Cowell is the assistant and Halsey is the girl, I'm guessing. Right? Yeah, I'm guessing
That's
Halsey.
right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire
Oh yeah,
trick to pull
the
it
girl
off.
is Halsey. Okay,
Nor
never
does she
mind. I
have
was
any
right.
motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Whatever.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
Oh, it's you.
Macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
Oh my god, it's him. Jesus
They are my
Christ.
specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right.
My model kid's bugging out.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
You know the funny thing is, I still don't know how to like
Thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
continuously talk
Paimon knows that if
during
she ate too
stream.
many, then others wouldn't have
What
enough.
is it? I don't know how to keep yapping. You know, which is very weird for me because I mean I don't really talk that much in real life as well. But why it's weird is because in my family everyone is hella talkative. Even my cousin, and she barely comes out of
we
the
get
fucking
it.
house.
Well,
But she
I
talks
suppose one of us might have
like
gotten too engrossed in our
I
chat
don't
and
know.
eaten them by
She
mistake.
has a very
No big deal.
I don't even know how to talk
Set up the
anymore,
stove
so.
again if you would.
She has a lot of communication skills.
What are you doing?
Especially my dad.
Making sure
Not
everyone
only can he
gets 3
talk, but
macarons,
he's
of
hella
course.
loud. Sharon gets 3 macarons, of course. Oh, there's surely no need of that.
We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
Demoiselle. That's French.
And I have the egg,
right?
sugar, and almonds.
At the ready.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Is it a hobby? Is it a hobby? Who knows? Is it a hobby? I just realized I had to scream inside
Well,
my room
that's
to
it
talk
for
loud.
snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula.
Wait until I get
Silver,
my capture
Maloofs,
card. You guys
it's
will
time to
see
go.
me play some
I'll be back if I find
Nintendo
anything new.
games. I don't know what games. Maybe a Mario game because I haven't really. I don't think I've ever played an actual Mario game.
All right. It's time.
I don't know. Would you guys consider Mario Kart a game? Like a Mario game? I don't know. But if you do, that's my first Mario game, I guess. Otherwise, I haven't played anything else. But I don't have the money to spend on anything at all. I was planning to spend my Christmas money. Well,
With the wind.
well, my mom and sister was gonna give me. My mom was gonna give me $40, while my sister was gonna give me $10.
Situation is so
And
confusing.
considering
Good plan.
that on
Just
Steam right
relax.
now,
Even if everyone else
Resident
suspects
Evil
Lenny and
4 is
Lynette,
actually on
at least we will
sale,
be supporting
and
their
I guess,
sides. I
and
doubt
that's a horror
Farina
game, so
understands
I'm
any
gonna
more
buy
about what
that.
happened than we do.
Wait until my new mic comes out. I already bought Devil May Cry 5 as
Navia.
well, so I'm gonna
Well,
wait for my mic,
we'll be going
play both those games,
Best of luck to you.
and yeah, have fun with the new mic as well, because I want to see how good it is. If it's bad, I'm gonna return it if I can. I'm pretty sure I can. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna stay quiet. Lenny and Lynette.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell
Has
me
she
that
been
your
there the
investigation
entire
came up
time?
empty-handed? That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Damn, that's a lot of
Firstly,
people.
in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney
Yes, of course.
Oh, my bad.
I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
And poof, Lynette is gone. She takes this chance to escape, and then she's gonna come back.
Thank you, Mr.
And help Lenny come out.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and,
break the case wide open. Mr. Lenny is clearly lying.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact,
So Cowell
I'd
is
say
actually
you
dead?
were hardly in
Okay.
that tunnel at all.
I didn't
That is
expect
simply
anyone to
your
die like that.
hypothesis based on the presumption that
I
I'm
know
guilty.
some people will die during
is
the
that
story, and
so?
it isn't going to be the
And if
characters
I
that we
may
can play
ask,
as.
What did you
Because,
hear while
yeah,
you were
that they
inside
didn't.
your box?
Hoyers didn't stop themselves
The
from
roaring
killing
countdown
Pepe,
of the
okay?
crowd,
My
of course.
favorite NPC.
That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They could they probably represent who's winning here.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What? Wait,
The
what?
House of the Hearth?
Oh! I mean, I knew about this, but I didn't know the House of the Hearth was the Fatui. Oh,
No wonder they
that's
did
pissed.
something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
Oh,
I've got a
that's
feeling that what
weird.
happened
I
on
mean,
stage probably
I
wasn't
guess
just
from the
an
trailer,
accident.
the Fontaine trailer, you would guess that
That's
Lenny and
irrelevant.
Lynette had something to
Our
do with
identities
Fatui.
have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
Oh,
Now comes the infighting and discord, I
a
suppose.
split personality.
This was almost too
That's
easy.
something.
Good thing I made
Oh
all
no,
those
that's-
preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me
are
to
those like
reestablish the facts.
the weight
Lady
thing?
Farina has raised two
I don't know what
points.
it's called.
First,
My
when
English
the thud was
vocabulary
heard
is
in the
very
Opera House,
little,
you were neither
okay?
in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Yes. Oh yeah, Child is here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now.
Please answer my question, Mr.
Because
Linney.
Ether doesn't
I'm
want
sorry.
to talk, I'll talk for him.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
What? Wait, what's going on? I didn't listen.
I knew it!
I kept talking.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission
Granted.
to speak, Your Honor. My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
1 hour?
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my
Oh, her
dear
hair's glowing.
audience,
Wait, what is her?
let's
Is that
allow
her hair?
the joy of victory
Or is
to
that her
speak
clothes?
for a
No, that's her
little
clothes.
while
Okay,
longer.
Pew 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 pew. Shoot shoot shoot. Explain.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
Maybe they're good, and they are
Based our
probably good for
entire
two, so we
reasoning on
can
the
play as
assumption
them.
that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before.
Several?
I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
Wait, let me think.
But our organization is very,
was with
very
Laura.
large, and the Harbingers have very
In
different
what?
personalities and goals.
In
Right now,
Mondstadt,
we
then
want to
Child,
save people.
Then in
As many as we
Inazuma
can.
Was
That's right.
who's
I'm
she
sure
called
we're on
again?
the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster
Senora
that its
again.
people might face.
Sumeru, Dottore.
I knew
I
if it weren't
know.
for our respective
That doesn't-
identities, we could
Oh
become
yeah,
good friends.
in Inazuma again we met the Balladeer Scaramouche.
That's why I didn't wish to flat out
Dottore
lie to you,
in-
but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but
Dottore
being
in
completely
what was it,
transparent about
Sumeru?
everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
I don't remember actually. I can count up to 6 times, not
Right.
7.
So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no, lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground. But the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Oh, wait, are they gonna pin the blame on
After
child?
that,
He is a
the
Fatui
homicide
as
occurred
well.
just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
I'm guessing before I see anything.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back. Wait, well, what did I miss?
Oh,
I should
Paimon
stop
thinks
talking.
she gets what you mean.
Learning statement. Yeah. Okay. Through the door we go. Okay. Wait, I have to be. Oh shit! Sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad.
Both
I have to be
parties
this
returned
close
their
to
positions.
talk. Oh
Let
hell.
us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the
this
new
hurts my
evidence
neck
presented
if
by
I need to
Lady
be
Farina
this
as
close to
fact.
just talk to the
Therefore,
mic.
Lady
I don't
Farina
know if
may
I'm being too
continue
loud
stating
now or
her
not.
reconstruction of the events.
That
Okay,
took
now
long
I'm
enough.
putting my lips
then,
on the
if
thing
everyone
now.
would lend me their
Jesus
attention
Christ. Yeah,
at this
nah.
stage,
Sorry.
let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a puzzle. I wasn't. Oh no. I wasn't prepared for a puzzle.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Yeah?
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time,
okay, that's
Cowell
pretty
arrived in the
smart.
tunnel,
Changing-
having heard that
changing clothes,
strange
no one will-
noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic
It was
box in the
also burned
audience
by
stands,
fire, which
before operating the
is
devices
his
such that
vision's
Cowell's
power,
death would
so
be
yeah,
ruled
that's
an
actually
accident.
pretty smart. Okay, that's
And there
that's
you
a very
have it.
good. Oh god.
That's the truth
Those are good
behind
arguments.
what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the
Aoife's
order of
talking.
events, what Linny experienced, and what he saw.
Oh, Jesus, okay, okay. Identify loopholes. Okay, wait, so...
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Oh, I got the first one correct. Okay, okay, this one then. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing... No, wait, no. Well, what did this say? Lenny entered the tunnel as the countdown began. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being honest. Oh God, I'm not good with this.
Hmm.
Okay, that's wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna guess now. No, okay, okay. No, it can't be exit, so it has to be the clothes.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Okay, yeah. So that means... I don't know, this? Is it this one? No. Okay, is it this one? Wait, what? I can't refute that? Okay. Then I have nothing else to do. Unless... I don't know.
Lenny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core.
Oh, yeah, I'm
the
feeling
actual
miserably
truth.
at this.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
You have something to say?
When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Okay.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed
so
by the
lost. I
time
don't know
he
what the
reached
hell
the
is
tunnel
going
again.
on at this point.
And in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Our arguments is kind of lacking. Can't lie. Oh! Phew! We did it.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Nah, I'm still confused.
Well, your denial is
I'm not
very
catching any of
strident.
this at all.
I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. I don't know what's happening. What is happening? Oh. Okay, irrelevant stuff. I have no... What?
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Oh god, Paimon's being cocky.
Well played.
But I guess it's okay this time.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Who fucking knows? Are you gonna tell me the murderer was Halsey? Okay, you know what? It doesn't look like I have to guess. I'm not gonna read any of this. Halsey?
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper. Could there have been a third person involved?
Oh, fuck me. Okay. If it's a third person, I would have to guess that Lynette would have noticed it. And I don't think...
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Halsey is the
I'm going with Halsey. Incorrect. Okay, then it's a... Then it has to be been a third. It was Cowell?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. But how? He killed himself, so what happened to the girl?
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
So, he committed suicide.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Okay. What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped in... The sound we heard may have... Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It would have been tough for both people... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have... No one entered or left... The deceased's name is Cowell. No one entered or...
this?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Linny was not in the tunnel at the... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
There was one more.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. Linny was not in the Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Is this correct? No. Okay. Wait, everything was incorrect?
It would have been tough for both...
Okay, clue.
Linny was not in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was in the No one entered or left
Oh, I didn't
the
pick
opera
this
house.
one? My bad. Oh, so it's
No
these
one
four.
entered or left. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have.
Yeah, I'm just randomly guessing.
The sound we heard may have come. The deceased's name is. Linny was not in the tunnel. It would have been tough for both people. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing
Okay, wait. This guy was correct.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Okay, we picked that.
It would have been tough for both people.
Uh-huh.
Linny was not in the
I
tunnel.
don't know. God damn it!
Linny was not in the tunnel.
Okay, they're basically just helping me
The
out.
sound
Okay,
we
thank
heard
you
may
very
have-
much, Genshin. Or Hoyoverse.
It would have been tough for both.
Did I pick this? Leaving aside how he died, Cole had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noises could likely have been the sound of Colin Halsey struggling. When he was not in the tunnel for 1 minute, this would have given him time for Cole to bring.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is.
Oh, okay.
So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different trick? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Oh wait, was I supposed
If
to not get
only
it
we
right?
knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real-life person disappear.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Okay, let me talk.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample. The sound we heard may have come from. The deceased's name is Cow. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important.
Yeah, let's go. I only knew because it was new evidence.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick. Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Yeah.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
Child is here somewhere. We just don't know where.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh.
Maybe not.
People can become water. Does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partner?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Order!
Ooh, he did the animation.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results. But we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
I still don't know what the primordial sea is supposed to be. Oh well. Who is the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is
Oh, it says... Oh, okay. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of this solution?
The water from the primordial sea should already... Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick.
I don't
The
know.
water from the primordial
it wrote
sea
up
should
here.
already...
There was a hint. I was oh.
The water from the primordial...
It's supposed to be this. I'm sorry.
Lynette was in the magic box. I remember there was something. Lynette was in the magic box on stage Now it seems like the hook rope.
What item did it use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
I remember there was some...
I don't know, this? Oh, I was correct. Finally. About time.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Oh, Jesus
In the
Christ.
original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial sea inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel.
But it's
with the
interesting,
remaining
I guess.
evidence
So,
being covered
primordial
up
sea
by the
water
water
can
tank
dissolve people
on
now?
stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Yeah, boy.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems
So
like the
she
only
just
point
wants
of contention
justice.
remaining
Okay.
is the
I
exact
can live with
circumstances
that.
that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Child. It's Child.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Is it Child? Oh no, they meant the guard. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
Wait, what did they say?
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt?
Wait,
My
what?
dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Oh Jesus, once again.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
Wait, so is she
But
dead?
upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
No, it's not. Pull up something from your ass. Oh God, no!
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Is it?
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of lost.
Come on now,
I'm
don't
lost
be silly.
again.
Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
You know, it would be very bad if if whatever she's doing now is.
And voila.
What? The hell is that? Is this a cutscene? No, it's not. She's alive. I don't sound surprised. Yeah,
sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Wait,
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
What?
I'm
oh,
sorry.
I was right. She was the
I'm
one who killed her. I mean,
Cowell.
him.
I
Sorry,
admit
my
it.
bad.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
What?
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
Oh,
But
until
I was
now.
noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
What?
Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Okay.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
After I practice hand and concealment, probably.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Now it's time to refute the Hydra Archon's previous
This
reason.
time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
Okay, the trial is undergoing. What the fuck? Okay. What is this? It's not this? Okay, never mind then. Okay, you know, fuck it. I'm just gonna guess on everyone. I don't care anymore.
The strange...
This had to be the vase.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but it was smashed during...
I don't think I have anything to say against this. It's... maybe? Wait, no, because she had to change clothes, right?
Lily-Ann was afraid...
And it's Ace Detective time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
Okay.
Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top,
Knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Oh, you winning?
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
Couldn't
She had
try
already
to
become
escape some other
desperately
way?
hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo!
So I guess no one's in the wrong.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Come on. Be a good loser. Be a good loser.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow! Look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks.
Oh, so
he poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
That looks like the animation for wishing in Star Wars. Oh, they did not need to blind me.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Who's the higher-ups?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which, when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
What the fuck is going on? He turned into water. Well.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Could this be from Arlecchino? However you say her name.
So, we're just
girl.
going back now?
We're not needed here
That's
anymore.
true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Oh, we're pissed at them, aren't we?
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused. I just wanted to be sure we're square.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Father?
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Wait, father? She? Okay, I'm gonna need
That's
an
right.
explanation.
And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Wait, what?
I waited
What
a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts.
Okay, what is
The
going
answer
on?
he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna...
What?
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. and the knave, standing there in the darkness.
Okay, can I see a cutscene?
She'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh, God.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
Oh, what's the offer?
The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans.
And what
she
is
has
that?
gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Okay.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine.
Arlecchino. Okay,
We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family,
is our
homeland.
Which
So,
is Fontaine.
From small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand. Paimon.
Bye, Linny!
So when's Child gonna appear? I saw on TikTok. I saw on TikTok that he was gonna
Hey
appear in the
there.
Opera House.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Linny.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine
We
after
are
all.
just travelers who
I might have
arrived
been
at
too
Fontaine.
presumptuous.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Oh god, not this.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection
my
in the murk to
God.
become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later.
She has big thighs.
Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Let's go have a meal then.
Twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, can't Paimon it!
Oh,
Of
wonderful!
course.
In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Bourg? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
And that's the end. What did I unlock? Offering to Fontaine. Offer the Hydrocells. Oh, okay. Go to the workshop. Oh, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna continue. I'm pretty sure my sister wants to come into the room anyways. What's the fontaine? Is it this thing? Is it this? Oh, I just teleported even further away.
Take it easy.
What is this? Okay. Lit. Oh, wow. Oh, shit, I accidentally closed Ancient. So my next achievement, my next rewards are 2 wishes. Acquaint wishes. Well, seeing as I'm not gonna do any more Archon quest for today, I'm just gonna... I guess I'll farm artifacts for Linny. And who's he called again? Nivelette. That's the best I'm gonna do. What's this? Guide? Oh yeah, I get free wishes now. Hehehehe. 1 wish. I'm saving it for next banner. For... Did my mom just call out for me? Whatever. Okay, let's build. Well, not build. Let's just get artifacts for Lenny and Nivelette, and that's the end of the stream for today. And on Thursday, I'm gonna be streaming Spider-Man Remastered because I do not have a PS5. And I don't have a PS4 either, so I'm gonna be streaming it from my PC. Oh, okay, that was weird.
Ring cutter. Here comes the catch.
No, the full rotation for this.
Quietly now.
This is order.
And yes, my characters are incredibly weak.
Time to go.
That's
Gotcha.
probably a good thing, but still.
Stabilize.
Oh,
I will have order.
Know my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa.
I could probably farm Emblem instead of
Things are about to get dicey.
Ah, yes, I'm so good at this game. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Let me weave you a ver-
Higher, higher, can't fight fire!
I guess with Yeon, she lasts, her burst lasts longer than... I mean, Xingshi.
Solidify!
Burst lasts
Know my
longer
sword.
than Yeon's.
Busted.
Ah, I can faster. I'm not using my own. Okay, there we go. A quarter is complete. Let's see. Let's hope I get good artifacts. Please. Attack percentage or HP with crit. Oh wait, this isn't even... Oh, never mind. I thought it was the sands. It was the goblet. Maybe I should replace the neck, the sun base.
Here comes the catch. Witness the power of Guhua. Huh?
Put up a field.
Time to go.
Gather! Order guide you!
Intense clicking on the keyboard right now.
Quietly now.
Rise!
Let me read you a verse. Things are about to get dicey. Rain outlines your fate. No, my...
Toss over!
Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Stabilize!
Gotcha.
And one shot to the head.
Rain cutter.
That's the wrong.
This is order.
Huh?
That's the wrong person. I was gonna use Sean Lee. Yeah, this is taking incredibly long. Oh! Maybe something. Attack percentage. Wait, is this the flower? This is the flower. Never mind, it was the sands. This could be a good piece for my Raiden, because I do not have an ER. What's it called? Oh, okay. So it's this. Nah, it isn't anything good. Ah, fuck me.
Gather!
Maybe I should reform 4.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. No, my... Rain outlines your fate.
Go 850.
Fire, fire, dance on fire!
I will have order! Stabilize!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. No, my sword. Let me read you a verse.
Toss over!
Time to act.
This is order! Gather!
Is this the last one?
Rain outlines your fate. Gotcha.
Oh my god. Why won't my characters move? Why? And with my suffering already. Use condensed resin. One more and then I'm gonna turn off the stream. Please be something good. Not bad. That's not bad. Again, compared to everything else I have, that's not bad, I guess.
Solidify!
Game's up. Chronozo, witness the power of Guhua. No, my soul.
Higher, higher, dance on fire!
Oh, there's even dinner. That's why they were calling things. Quick characters.
Order guide you! Gather!
That's that, I guess. Oh, I don't.
Let me read you a verse. Huh? Here comes the catch.
Sweet. amazing numbers that
No, my sword!
I will have order.
you know it doesn't even.
Witness the power of good.
And that's the end of it. Can I get something on the last one? Something good, please. Okay, so I did at least get a good feather, a plume, however you want to call it. It was decent, at least. Okay, that's the end of it now. I'm gonna leave. Yep, and that's the end of this one. Thank you for watching, whoever did watch it, and bye-bye. And first...